I don't want her to die alone with only her cats to comfort her. And that's why I have to inform her that men are totally repulsed by smug, condescending attitudes in women. Like, this is the personality trait that men, all men everywhere, find the most off-putting. Okay, you might think that it's funny or cute or endearing, but it's not. It's disgusting. We recoil from it instinctively. Our aversion to it is deep and visceral. So if you're a woman and you want to turn off as many men as possible, just be sarcastic, smug, and condescending. And it's not just men. People in general find that kind of personality to be extremely gross and repugnant. Although perhaps I shouldn't really call it a personality. And it is indeed the absence of personality. She's very animated and makes lots of exaggerated gestures and facial expressions. But underneath all of that is a bitterness and narcissism and shallowness that the histrionics cannot sufficiently compensate for. I don't want her to die alone with all...
Welcome, my friends. My name is Antoine Phoenix, and welcome to my RP experience. Peace and love to all my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for watching this one. Today's video is going to be about the dating market and who is at fault for making the dating market the way it is. I personally believe that it's both men and women that's doing that. Reason why is because men contribute to somewhat enabling or either adding to the delusion of how women are behaving. A lot of us like to pass that off as that's mostly the simps. But I think every man, whether you are the player, whether you are the Chad or Tyrone, you're somewhat contributing to making things the way that they are. Chad and Tyrone, the men that are the upper tier, the movie stars, what's the word for those? The musicians. They give women the false hope that they can be in relationships with these certain types of men. And those types of men will entertain that woman, but they will not be serious with them. Anyway, I have a video right here by Pearl Davis, and she's going to shed light on how normal men deal with this particular dilemma.
I can't chase women down, not because I'm better than them or have an ego. It's for my own mental health. We're in a new age, right? Where women have hyperabundance, meaning that they don't see guys as like, we're like fourth. I think for Zoomer women, we're like seventh most important. And for women past the wall, we're like fourth most important priority, right? We're not as important as we think we are to women, right? If women do not show me that they don't care about being in relationships, right, then why would I chase them down? I've had women that, offer to take care of my puppy, right? Almost lose him, almost get him killed, and then hand him over to me and say, hey, sorry about your dog, and then laugh and say, hey, I can't see you anymore. I'm seeing another guy. And then a week before that, we were holding hands at a coffee shop. A lot of men are trying their best and have tried their whole lives to be in the top so they can get a wife and kids. And guess what? Women still are not asking for relationships. I can promise you, you can't see this, and I don't blame you because you don't date women, right? But I can promise you, most men are feeling this kind of phenomenon where it isn't until they absolutely have to, women will not settle. We created this. We are the ones that throw money at women. We create gold diggers. We create whatever, right? Because we create the market. I get that, right? But those are your choices. And that's why women are single, because here's the number one thing they have to adhere to: men's expectations.
Michaela, he's not saying all women take it, but we have a lot of advantages just from being women that we don't even realize. The thing he's talking about, when I was 22 and 23 and I was at work and I got special treatment, I thought it was because I was talented and because I worked hard. In hindsight, it was probably because I was a woman. There's a lot of special treatment that the world gives you, especially when you're a single woman. Would you not say that's true? You get it, male friends? Yeah, okay. And even if you're not accepting the sugar baby stuff, you would still say you get free attention, right? And free perks.
Sure.
Men are throwing so much free stuff at women that some women don't even know they're sugar babies.
Now, to be fair, when you're walking around in the city, you will see couples that look happy, that, well, they are interracial, they look like they match each other. Not everybody's a supermodel, whether it's the man or the woman. You will see people that are overweight in relationships, and you will see people just living their lives. So the one thing I will preface on this is not all women, it's not all men. I do think that when you meet the right person, you get how can I say this? You get into a bubble when you just get to know each other and enjoy each other. But when that fades, or either when other people are left to interfere in your relationship, it will turn sour, and the happiness that you might have had early in the relationship is gone, maybe forever. Those wasn't the exact videos I wanted to use. The videos that I wanted to use, well, I was going to use, they had too much other things going on and I didn't see too many couples. And I know I had something recorded onto my phone, but I don't have the cord to put it onto the computer. So that right there still conveys what I wanted to say. So, and maybe I'll make a separate video about this. I do ask people to not get as caught up in what you see online, go by what you see in your real life, but at the same time, don't ignore exactly what's online, because I do think a lot of times people are more honest online. So whenever I see a toxic video, whether it's by a man or a woman, and I look at all the comments that's underneath, especially the likes, it tells me that a large number of people think that way. Okay. Some people may just watch it and move on, but especially the people that comment below, especially when they are not checking the individuals. That's a big difference, I'll say, a lot of times with men. When men put something up and a man disagrees, a lot of times he'll come into the comments. He'll say, well, that's not my experience. I don't have that problem. Okay. I don't see that as much with women, but I guess maybe because they try to stick together, or either they realize that even though that's not my experience, that may be your experience. I guess maybe men lack that, but at the same time, men will usually challenge, especially other men, when they say something. I shared that video by Pearl Davis because that's what a lot of normal guys are going through on different levels. Okay, because I know in my case, I'm not looking for a relationship because of other things that I have going on and commitments. So it kind of makes it a little hard for me to focus on to one person until I get my ducks in a row. But at the same time, if that person was to come that matches up to what I think works best for me, I would try to make it work. But I'm not trying to force it, and I'm not chasing. Okay, because I know that never works. Once again, as I will usually say, for men out there, which they always say, be mindful of the woman you marry. Be mindful of the woman you have kids with. Because as I say it again, you have to deal with her for like a good 18 years. Okay, that's like 18 years out of your life. Now, I'll say in my situation, yes, the person does act nicer, but at the same time, they're being nice. And then I have to be more involved financially than what I should because I'm not in a relationship with the person. So those are things that I definitely have to think about. And only because I have a daughter with the person, I'm forced to somewhat, well, not forced, but the way that I'm built, that if I was in that situation, I would want somebody to be there for me. But see, that's the thing too. The difference is between men and women. And I guess I can also fault men with this too, because most of the times, and let's look at it in this kind of way. The same way that women have perks, they also have room to be harassed or to go through things that men will never go through unless if you are in prison. But with that stuff, I do think it kind of balances out. But in a woman's case, she usually will have somebody to come bail the person out of a situation. You know, I know a person that was in the situation and their cousin sent them like $600. Okay. I don't know too many dudes that will have that type of backing that a person would come through for them. Now, maybe their dad would, maybe they would have a uncle that would do that. But because I know in most cases, men have to fend for themselves because most of the time you can't depend on a woman and you can't depend on a man. Now, at the same time, there are some men that will have women that's paying for them, bailing them out of jail, and those kind of things right there. But I always notice when women are doing that type of stuff, they do it for the worst types of dudes. They don't do it for dudes that are there for them, that stand by them, that put up with their shit. They don't do that for them. They do it for the guy that they are chasing. Okay. So after a while, you get tired of being the guy that's always there for somebody else because nobody's really there for you. And that's another conversation. But I just wanted to drop this video and for guys out there that are decent. I'm not talking about the bad dudes. I'm not talking about the dudes that hate women or trying to get over on women. I ain't talking to you dudes. You dudes can rot. But for the guys that's trying to do the right thing, that's trying to handle their responsibilities, and you feel alone, there are some people that care. I care. That's why I make videos like this, so a man won't jump off a roof or something. And I'm pretty sure there are women that care. So find those women, leave those women alone that are just takers, and especially if they just look good or something. Get with women that contribute some kind of way to your life, and not just because they say they are a good person or they got degrees or they got all this other stuff they are bragging about. What do they do for you? And it doesn't even have to be financial gain, but she has to be giving you peace. She has to be giving you something that you can see is worth it with her. So, see more of my videos. I should have another one coming soon. Have a good night. Peace and love to my brothers and sisters out there. I know it's good women. I just need to meet more of you, but I know you do exist, and I know some of you are in relationships with some of the guys that I know. Have a good night.
Do you judge a guy based on height? Does height matter?
That is such a good question.
Yeah. It does?
Yeah.
But there's this.
They can't choose whether or not they get to be tall.
Well, someone else will love them, not me.
Oh, well, that makes everything okay then, doesn't it? But wait.
So I judge based on things that you can change.
Based on things we can change. Now, there's a radical notion. Let's hear it.
For example, how much makeup you wear. So I got some makeup removing wipes because I love...
Fuck no, get the fuck up out of here.
Oh, that didn't go over well, did it?
What the hell? Why would you want to take off my makeup?
Oh, I don't know, to see what they really look like.
Because you're judging guys based on height.
You can see my face.
I can't. You got a whole mask on.
Well, that's very true. But if you think that's funny, just wait.
Does height matter in a guy?
I think we already know what the answer to that question's going to be.
Yes,
It does?
What is the scale?
Because I think weight matters.
Oh, look, something else that a person can, for the most part, control. I wonder how that'll go over.
Height don't matter.
Well, that was fun. I know I always enjoy watching some individuals get upset over being shown their own double standards.
We do not live by your rules, dirty word. Your ego has driven you out of truth. You only played yourself, got no game.